What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Janice back with another video. Let me tell you guys, it's been a couple of days and I've had a great weekend. It's Monday, it's a new week, and I'm ready to get started. I just got done doing a video for my class, and I'm really excited to see how they respond to that. So keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully I'll get 100%. Anyway, y'all, I just wanted to come here today just to kind of kick it and just, share a little story with y'all today. I know y'all heard my story about how I failed my test 5 times, but I wanted y'all to understand the process of like how everything happened. And so I want to take y'all on a journey of how like people in your life are like connected sometimes to your destiny. And so you don't realize it, but it's like people that come in your life and go. Some people come, some people go, some people stay. And as you all know, everybody has a purpose and everybody has a season in your life. But if people don't have a purpose in your life, what are they there for? Sometimes it just may be to cross paths. And then sometimes it may be they're there for the long run. So to make this short, I want to just share a few people that connected the dots in my life as I became a teacher and just through the whole process. So I'll go back to my sister. My sister started out being a teacher way back in the 90s when I was like still in middle school. So as you can see, I'm the younger sister. Thank you. Okay, anyway, but my sister became a teacher, and so she was like a teacher, and so I just kind of watched her, and because I already knew I wanted to be a teacher. So I watched her, and I was like paying attention to the things she was doing, and I just thought it was really cool. Every now and then we would be able to go up there with her and like, see the things she would do with her students and after school program. So the after school program is where the door was like kicked open. So as an after school coordinator, my sister had the pup club way back in the day, back in A-Leaf, and so she started that, and I would, my mom and us would all, kind of help her do things and that or whatever. So she would have that program going, and we would actually help her with some of her classes. So skip a few years forward, I was still helping her with the after school program. Not like helping her, but I was like a part of it, I'll say that. So like if she had events and things like that, she would allow us, like her life group and her kids that she calls her kids, help her to do different things like set up things, help with some of the things given out to the kids, things like that. I loved it. So at first I was just volunteering. Then it became me actually working for her after school program, Texas Beacon of Light. So I worked with her for about, I think about maybe 4 years, maybe doing that. And I was still in college, and I was still trying to go to school and work at the same time. But the after school program started at like 4 o'clock. So it was great. So I started with that at 4, and I would actually help her do things with that. Now, what I would do, I started out doing different things like a cooking club and stuff like that. Then it turned into me doing the video production class, which was like the kids were able to make music videos. If you scroll down in my videos in my YouTube channel, you'll see some of those videos that my kids made. They're a little cringy because it was the beginning, we didn't really like have all the technology, high definition type stuff. So, but the kids loved it and it was fun. So from there, I went on and worked with the after school program with her. Then eventually worked with another after school program and another one working in the youth programs and that nature. From there, I worked with a school that I actually worked at later. So from after school program, I started volunteering, was working at O'Donnell. O'Donnell was another school that I got a connection with in my process. So before that though, I started to be a tutor. I was a tutor at O'Donnell Middle School, and then I was a tutor at A-Leaf Early College. So I was a avid tutor. Sorry, I keep stuttering. I was an avid tutor with them. O'Donnell was first, then came Early College. I think AMS, I think I was there too. and a couple other schools, Elsick, Hastings. So I was kind of like all around the district, working and doing different things with different people. Well, from that process, I got to know teachers. And then I knew one teacher named Miss Lepori. So Miss Lepori was like one of the first avid teachers I worked with. From her, it was, it was another teacher. I can't remember everybody's names. I think it was, I can't remember. But anyway, so from working with her, I went on and, was still going to school. Well, a few years later, I ran back into Miss Lepori at Early College. And I started being a tutor over there. Well, then from there, I was a tutor there for about a year. And then I went on to be an interventionist back at O'Donnell. Then I met another teacher at O'Donnell who I was connected with, the principal there. I actually tried to apply there, but I didn't get it. That's okay. And I wasn't ready. So from meeting Miss Lepori to meeting Miss Bird. Miss Bird was another connection I had. And then from these two teachers, I went on. Now, keep in mind, there were some kids there in my tutorial sessions that I was going to meet later on at Early College. So fast forward, after I was interventionist at O'Donnell, went to Early College and became a substitute. And then from being a substitute, I became the in-house substitute, right? When I got there, Miss Lepori was there. She was a teacher there. And I was like, oh my gosh. And Mr. Savin, which was another teacher, used to work at Elsick, I think it was. He was also at that school. So I was like, what? Not only that, the kids that were in my tutorial sessions at that school were in that school that year. Isn't that crazy? So then from them, so for Miss Lepori, of course, I was working with Miss Lepori and the other teachers. Then, the next couple of years, I was able to actually teach as a dedicated sub because my principal, Miss Smith, allowed me to teach. Not knowing the kids that I was back in there teaching with were the kids I met freshman year when I was a tutor when they were in 9th grade. They were like juniors now. And they were like, Miss Simpson, we remember you. I was like, yeah. And so from there, I met Miss Reese. Miss Reese was the teacher I told you guys in the last video that helped me get the job at the school I'm at now. So Miss Reese and me actually shared a room. And that was the crazy part. We shared a classroom together. We developed a friendship over the years, not knowing that she knew Miss Hopkins, who was going to be the person that would give me my first actual certified teaching job. Then from Miss Hopkins and then Miss Brotherton and them, they already knew Mr. Bilton, and so did my sister. Okay, Mr. Bilton's our principal. Hey, Mr. Bilton. He's the one who hired me on to the school, not knowing that all these people had connections and connecting the dots of, oh, you know such and such, and you know such and such, and my sister knew this person. All these people knew each other, including my middle school principal. Also knew, the middle school principal that I didn't get hired on with knew all these people too. All these people making connections and connecting the dots all over these years. And the crazy thing is that it all just came full circle. So, I'm just like, what? So I'm just in shock. I'm like, okay, this is crazy. But in the long run, man, it just shows you that you just never know. Like, who knows who? Who knows this person? Who knows that person? And I will tell you this. The fact that the Miss Hopkins had heard such good things about me from Miss Reese, that was really a lot of the favor that came with getting the job, because you got to keep your name good. You can't have a bad name. People can't roll their eyes when they hear your name, or want to run away. So, all that just to say, y'all, man, be careful who you cross paths with and burn bridges with, because some people may actually help you get a job. You never know. Keep friendships, keep good connections and with people. And, don't burn your bridges. If you don't like somebody, man, whatever. Just let it just roll off for you. You don't like the person? Okay, but why don't you like the person? First, you gotta find out that. But anyway, y'all, that was my little story for today. Just to make sure that you treat everybody the way you want to be treated. The golden rule, as we all know, the golden rule. So, that's all I have for today. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Please like and share this video with others. And I hope y'all were encouraged today. And I hope y'all have a wonderful, 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 wonderful week. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. It didn't do it right. I'ma just not do that. All right, bye.